This local sports report is brought to you by Allstate Insurance, a proud member of the Cambridge community, supporting youth athletics. For a free, no obligation quote for home and auto insurance, contact one of their trusted advisors. Call Allstate at 226-444-4465 to speak with your local Cambridge Allstate representative.
I want to thank all of the committee and congratulate the fellow inductees for this great honor today. I'm going to do something a little unorthodox, and I'm going to talk a little at the beginning here about the worst day of my career. And that was March 28th, 2017. Daryl had just alluded to it when CTV made a lot of cutbacks, but it was a little over 4 years ago. And March was always a real busy time of year for us at the sports department at the TV station, because there was so much going on. There was OHL playoffs, there was Junior B, Junior C playoffs, there was OFSA, basketball, volleyball, CIS University National Championships. The Turbos were always off playing somewhere at a national championship. So it was a real busy time. And one morning, my boss came to my door and said, "Can you come upstairs to the boardroom for a few minutes?" And I said, "Oh, I'm slammed here, but sure, I can, come up for maybe 5 minutes." So as I'm going upstairs to this boardroom and I'm thinking, I wonder what this is all about, I thought, they're going to tell me that I won a national award, because I knew I was a finalist for an RTDNA award on a story I had done about some regional blind curlers. So I thought, I'm going to walk into this boardroom and there are going to be a dozen colleagues with party hats and noisemakers and cupcakes congratulating me, and I better act surprised. So I turned the corner to go into the boardroom, and instead of a party waiting for me, there were 3 people sitting there with papers all spread out and, sad puppy dog looks on their faces. And basically I was told that my department was being eliminated and my 38-year career as a sportscaster was ending. And that was pretty tough to take. It was a tough day. Fortunately, they did give me a chance to stay on as a news reporter. And I had a couple of days to decide to do that. And in those 2 days, I thought about a lot of things, and I thought about, how important this whole community was to me, having grown up here in Preston and having played minor hockey for Preston, seeing the arena burn down in 1971, which was tough, playing football and track at Preston High School, being interviewed by Carl Fletcher when I was about 16 years old, which was, just a great honor and a thrill. Going to Jesters games and Preston Raiders games and Terriers baseball games and Hornets games, and later doing Hornets on the radio and being part of that Allen Cup win in 1983. I thought about all those things, all the people that we really tried to make household names with our sportscasts over the years, and I think we helped do that. Like Yvonne Tusick and Ian Leggett, Brian Little, Tim Brent, Nathan Brannon, who are here today, Scott Thorman, Kirk Maltby, people like that. That was also important. And I was really happy to be able to stay on for a couple more years and still contribute to the sports community as best I could. I did a story on the Jacob Hessler football program and the great success that it had had over the years. I was really thrilled to do a story on the history of the Galt Arena and the legacy that building has, because stories like that are so important to keep the history alive and to always tell those important community stories, because without media, those stories don't get told. And 20, 30, 40 years from now, there's no history of those stories. And that's why it's so important. But it's funny that that day was such a bad day for me, and it was the low point. But here's the good news. About a week after that day, on March 2017, that award that I was telling you about, that I was hoping to win, a week later I won that award, and I liked that win so much that a year later I won another one, and a year later I won another one. And just telling local stories, it was sort of my passion, and I love doing it. And I'm so proud that I had a chance to do it. And, as March 28th, 2017 was the low, today, May 1st, 2021, truly one of the highlights. I mean, this is such an honor and such a thrill to be inducted into this Hall of Fame with all of these great people. And it includes names of people who were heroes when I was a little kid growing up in Preston. So to be a part of this now is such an honor, and I thank the committee, and I thank you, and I really appreciate having been a part of this sports community for all my life. Thank you so much.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.